Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. 51. Blue draw quarter. Check 43. Hey, watch it. Set, go. Right up.
On 1st down, Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Touchdown, Falcons! Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times do we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's 2nd down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yellow. 3 out. Twitches the mic. It's a party now. Check 3. Check 3.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mike 50. Let's go one more. Bang, 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 bang.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Here we go. Hatchet, Hatchet. 49, check 49.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check. Crunch. 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 Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. He's coming. Ready.
A give running right, Drake. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Down. 50, plant. Runs the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Here we go, D.
On 3rd and 2. Trailing. Open man is Gordon. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Looking to throw on second down. Trailing. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Trailing. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Complete to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, trailing. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert 3. Hey, exit. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Watch the slap.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 42. Cut. Mike 42.
Ready. Set, go.
Operating from the gun. Trailing. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Yellow.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's checking. Crash.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
3 down.
Off play action. Trailing. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Let's go.
So back-to-back
8-3.
incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tight right.
Now.
Off the play fake. Fraley. He completes it to Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man left, man left. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike 42.
A final shot before break. Fraley airing it out, looking for... But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it to Gordon. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Hey, wahoo!
up 3rd and 5.
Mike's 40.
Looking to throw. Trailing. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, trailing. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Now, I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, 50.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Alpha.
Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Hey, watch the slant. Switch.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, set. 10-2 start. Hey, lock it. Check 52.
Oh, On first down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Ready?
Right back to Drake. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch the glass. Watch the glass.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Let's go.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. White 40.
To throw on third down. Trailing, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 50. Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam. Charlie. Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Oh, yeah.
Hard.
Here we go again. Watch the safety creep.
Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Kenyon Drake, 42 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Watch the eye.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
0-0, Mike 3. I hope you forgot. Take you through. Mike 3. Combo.
Now it's the backup Keenum. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Keenum to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They do snap it to Keenum. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Shaheen, 65 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the .20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
A first down carry for Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, Alpha! Get it!
The first throw for the backup, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Forced out to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Now, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Bravo!
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
After the interception, here's Keenum. Buying time to his left. Now that's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Slam. He's going. We got double up.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Here goes the hot! Blue 20! Hey, Steve 6!
Check 26. Alert flare.
Throwing on second and 14. Keenum, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
Third and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Take 2! Hey, Charlie!
Mike 3! Hey, defense!
Working from the gun, Keenum. It's caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now a give, right side, Logan. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Here goes the hot! It's not hot!
Too little, Captain!
Here's Keenum. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, we're good. We're good.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing now is Haskins. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Wide, 6-6, pull it high. Ready.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins to throw. That's complete to Smith. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down. Here we go with Haskins. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Let's go, dude. Big series.
Now it's Haskins. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Smith.
Mike 51. Mike 51. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Orville.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
To throw is Keenum. Able to find Shaheen here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
At the 27.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more like that coming.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on the jet, cross the globe.